I sense with him. So I'm getting this. Oster is the ship. So is this in Stockholm?
No, it's
because I saw an old.
in Norway. And Oster is a ship, which is a veteran ship. I can actually show photos of it later. But it's traveled the coast, and it's connected to where my
the man that I'm communicating with was connected with where that boat is. Would I be right in saying that? Don't tell me too much, please.
No.
Yeah. So
it may be, but it may also be connected to other ships.
Okay. Well, anyway, I heard that name, Oster. I see the gentleman. He's got blue eyes. He's humorous. He's got quite unshaven a lot of the time, and very good sense of humour. I feel he had a strong love of animals too, because he would have kept dogs in his life.
Yes.
Okay. And he also, I know you Norwegians like your raw fish and things like that, but I'm getting a man that liked all that sort of very strong foods. You must have known him when you were a child, because I see him as older and I see you looking young. So you would have known him, you would have been a child when this man was alive.
Yes.
And I sense with him, he would have told you a lot of stories, like stories of the sea and things like this, you know?
Yes.
He would have set your imagination wild, you know?
Yes.
And I feel with him, he used to like to sing, but would sing very badly.
I don't know about that.
Because I get something like he's trying to sing me a song. Were you a good singer once?
No.
Something about this. Is there a singer around him in the family or something? He's singing something.
But it was quite an interesting song artist.
There's something he's singing, and it's something about pigs or something. Pigs in the sea or something. Does that make any sense?
No.
Okay, all right. Maybe my imagination's getting carried away with me here, but.
I can't recall any.
Okay. Would I be right in saying this man is family to you?
Yes.
I feel quite close. Would I be right in saying this goes on... I think he's trying to say to me mother's side of the family here.
No.
Okay.
I don't think so.
Okay.
But it may be. But no.
Okay. Well, I'm getting confused. Maybe I've got two links here coming through that are confusing.
Yes, probably.
Because both sides of the family, you've got similar people.
Yes.
And but I've definitely got the chest condition, this emphysema type condition that took him over. He said, this is me, the one with the chest. The other one was quick. The other gentleman, which must be your mum's side, was a fast death, quicker death. Might have been heart.
Yes.
Okay. With him, it was more a condition that wore him down. And he tells me he kept his sense of humour right to the end. Even though, you know, he knew the jaws of death were upon him, he could still joke. And it kind of showed his bravery, you know?
Yes.
You know, he had a brave man, he says to me.
Yes.
And I feel in his past, I want to see bravery. I don't know if things happened in the war or something.
Absolutely.
There's a lot of bravery. And I don't know if there was something connected with sea warfare and possibly submarines.
I don't.
Were they mining the submarines or something like that? There's something about the submarines.
Did he?
Something about submarines as well, and the wartime boats I'm seeing here.
He was in the Norwegian resistance.
Okay, so this is where, I don't know if they blew the submarines up or something like that, because I see great bravery with him.
The Norwegian fjords were used a lot for the German subs.
Okay,
they
so...
used to dock and attack convoys.
Because he liked dogs, but he should have liked cats because he had 9 lives. Because he should have been dead many times, you know.
Yes.
And this is what I find a very interesting man, you know, because he was a very intelligent man as well. You know, he could speak to a person without using his intelligence, where you know, person to person. He could speak to anybody. But I feel a clever man, good with mathematics, good with plans, good with schemes and all that type of thing. He was a good organizer of people as well.
Yes, he used to work in the accountant office of a Norwegian shipping company.
Okay.
Yes. Local traffic and international traffic.
I sense with him too that there was something with him where he actually met somebody very famous that gave him an accolade. It might have been somebody like from the British. I feel as if there was something he was given some award of some sort from the British.
I don't know, but I think he did.
Okay, because he was very involved with things like the British Secret Service and things like that. You see,
yes, he was during the war. Yeah. Yes,
and he loved his food. Like I said, he liked the strong foods all the time and a little bit of his drink and things like that. He could be a very ordinary person when he wanted to be, you know.
Oh, yes.
And like I say, he had a humorous to the women. The women think, my God, you know, he says he's very out of turn, right? And but a very kind-hearted man, a very brave man. And I feel with him that you would have looked very much up to him, because in your life, you've had to be brave in different ways.
Oh, yes.
You might have not been laying bombs and sinking submarines, but you've had to be brave with your health and things like that in your life,
yes.
Right? And you've had to be brave also because even sort of psychological problems that I think you've had in the further back in your past, dark dog sort of thing, depressions and things like that, you had to be extremely... It sounds like a mental problem you'd had further back, possibly depression or something like that, I have to say.
Yes.
But
what I should say, PTSD, sort of trauma, which hit me, and yes.
Something that you had to overcome, that you did, and you became like him, a stronger man because of it. This is what he says.
Yeah.
So I sense from the spirit world, he looks at you with a similar sort of admiration because you're keeping the family tradition of courage going.
I try to.
Yeah. Have you written about him?
Yes, actually, I have written.
Yeah, because I just sense you've written about him.
Not a lot, but a little bit.
Yeah, you've written some things about him, perhaps in note form, but as if you want to say something more about him, perhaps an article or something. I see something perhaps going in a book or on the web or something like that. These stories that need to be remembered.
Yes, that's true.
And he's talking also, was there a little girl that died?
I don't know of any little girl.
Okay.
It doesn't spring to mind.
All right, I might be on my next link now, pal. So I want to pass his love on to you. I want to give the feeling of giving you encouragement, you know, because you know you keep going. You've got a lot of spirituality. You're doing a lot of spiritual work in this life, and it's been a tough call, right?
Yes.
But it's the courage runs in the family, and that you come out of this life a stronger man than you came into it.
I hope so.
Yeah. Okay.
So
it's given you a sense of. And is a birthday round you at the moment? You're saying birthday soon? Who's got the birthday round you? Is it your mother's birthday or something?
Let me see which. Well, I have a brother which has on the 13th. That's the nearest I can.
Okay, you just said something about the birth. There's a birthday around you at the moment, so I don't know. That's what I heard. But I've got to go on to my next link now because
yes, you have to. Yes.
I need to run with it as I get it. I'm seeing that little girl. I don't think it was with you, pal. Would someone understand a little girl that went to spirit? I would have said she's about 11 years old. This is the feeling I'm getting. The American lady with the long dark hair.
Yes.
Would you understand something about a child that went to spirit?
No, not that I remember.
Okay, I'm just seeing if I can bring your face up.
11 years ago?
Well, no, I saw 11 years old, is what I was thinking.
Oh. No.
Okay. I'm not with someone else here with this, am I? If I said the word Caroline. Okay, I feel strong with that still. Someone not able to connect?
No.
Caroline? Long hair? Car accident? February time? that wouldn't connect with you, pal. No, that's the sort. I've heard it was with someone else. Okay. Oh, that's a shame. I can feel her still with me, but it's not with yourself. No one else understands this. Caroline seems to be the name significant around this girl. Might not be her name that's connected with her. Okay.
What, she's about 11 now, is she? Or she died at 11?
I've got the age of 11 in spirit. I feel this is in spirit. Someone in spirit trying to call to me here. Okay.
No.
All right. It might be something different. Okay. But maybe someone watches this video. Maybe they see it. Maybe that might give them comfort. I'd see 11 years old. I felt passed in February. I just say the information I got in case it is for somebody later. And I just want to say she's all right there. That's the feeling I'm getting. Because she died outside a hospital.
Wow.
Okay. So, but I can't take it. I can't prove it. So, but maybe someone will see that later. Sometimes these things happen. I'm just going to come to the lady. I don't know your name. The lady with the long hair, the American lady, in the middle of my screen, right?
Farlene.
What's your name?
Farlene.
Farlene. Okay, Farlene. Can I say, Farlene, I get the sense around you a love of animals.
Yes.
Yeah, lots and lots of them, though. I'm seeing all types.
I don't own a lot of them.
Eh?
I used to have a horse ranch.
Okay, because I just see lots of animals around you. And I feel with you that has been with you all your life. And would I sense, is your father in spirit, can I say? Because I feel a gentleman round me.
No, my husband.
Because there's a gentleman round me. He went quickly, is the feeling.
Yes.
Because I think I've gone quickly with my heart. I feel I've gone quick.
Yes. It's
and
quick.
I've got a very loving man, but I've also got a man that could, again, I've got a man that could have a good sense of humour, that could see the funny side of himself. He didn't take himself too seriously, you know?
Yes.
And yet I feel a man, I want to roll the sleeves up when I'm talking here, because I feel he's a man that would work very hard and like to work with his hands as well. Hands-on sort of person.
Yes.
And he, could he play a musical instrument because he's blowing something?
No.
Or did he have a habit of whistling all the time?
No, I did.
You're the so infuriating. I just get, you joke about it, right? And
yes.
I'm not quite sure what this is. Something about, I don't know, something about shoes or something. Something about not getting a pair of shoes that fit right. Is that you recently?
No. I did put shoes out that belonged to him for some gentleman that made death.
Oh, okay, so you gave his shoes to somebody. There's something about the shoes. He's saying about the shoes. There's significant something about the shoes. Okay, that might be it. And I think they were the wrong size for that person, but it didn't matter. Because I get the feeling I had quite biggish feet,
Yes.
Yeah. And he also suffered a lot with his back, because he says he had back problems. Or is that with you? I think it's for him.
Recently I've been having back problems.
Okay, all right. Maybe it's for you he's saying that. And I feel with him, I feel a man that worked hard. I feel a man that was careful with money and things like that too. He gives me the feeling of, we must be careful with money. He said, I must be careful with money. I don't know, is that the opposite to what he's trying to say there? I just feel there's something about the money, holding on to it and not losing it. You didn't gamble.
No.
There's something. Did we lose a lot of money? There's something about holding the money.
He would spend a lot of money.
Okay, all right. So I kind of got that wrong way round then. So that's not quite good. That. All right.
Okay, I'm sorry.
No, me. I misunderstood it, I think. So he comes to me anyway with a sense of, you were not just husband and wife. You were friends as well. This is how I feel with him, you know, because he could treat you like one of the lads in a way, He could treat you like another man and joke with you in the same way, as well as being husband and wife as well. So he was like a best friend, you know. And he would have said that a lot in life, because he communicated through his humour, and he communicated a lot through he's a very tactile man too, because I feel I want to touch. He's a very tactile man. And did he have, is it him that had some problems with the hearing for a while too? Because I'm getting hearing something with the ears.
No.
Is that with you?
No.
That's with is the lady called May, M something?
My mother.
Would her name begin with M?
No.
Okay. I'm getting a bit wrong with you. I'm getting a few bits wrong. Okay. All right. But he's talking about a lady, deafness problem. He's sending love to as well. Okay. And sorry, I'm a bit off centre with you. Sorry, I'm just trying to.
That's all right. He's a bit confusing.
Yeah, he talks in short bits, and then changes subject quite a lot as a man. I found it in his manner. Would your mother also be on the spirit side then?
No.
Because he's talking about a lady over here that's a bigger build lady.
Maybe his mother.
Comfortable build she was. And could I say she could be a bit difficult?
No.
No, I'm not quite getting it right with you, am I? I'm getting quite a bit wrong there, I'm going to say. But anyway, let me pass the love on from him. I think I have to break my link with you, because I'm not quite getting it there. But I want to sort of pass the love on from him, because I can feel him very strong round you. His humour and things like that, and I feel.
And he's with me, right?
He keeps close with you, yes. Obviously, there's many people in your life, but he's very close with you, and he's given you a lot of love from the spirit side. No, you talk to him, I feel, and keep that up, because I feel his spirit is very much with you.
Okay, thank you.
All right, okay. Sorry, a little bit muddled with that one, but you know, it's the first time we tried it on Skype, so I'm working in difficult conditions for me actually. But
lots of miles between you.
Yes, we're all over the world, aren't we? Okay.
Yeah.
Actually, I've just heard your voice, Wendy, so I'm going to connect with you now.
Fantastic.
I feel with you, Wendy, that you're a very inspired person generally, actually, with things. There's a sense of inspiration with you. You think a lot about the spirit world too, because I feel that is your father on spirit side, can I say? Because there's a gentleman that's wanting to come close with a very strong connection with you, and I feel it could feel like a father link with him.
Yes, right? Yes.
And I sense. Again, you've got a lovely character here, a lot of personality to him, I want to say. I don't know if he'd have believed in the afterlife, but I think he was a thoughtful man. He would think a lot about life and the purpose of life, but he would not be like, I feel, a believer in things, you know. He was more of a questioning man. Does that make sense?
Yeah, to a degree.
Because I just sense he's got quite an interesting mind. I get an interesting mind with him. Like I'm wanting to. I'm a thinker.
Yes.
I also sense with him, together with that, he's also very kind at the same time. You know, often people that are intellectual aren't kind; they become a bit cold. But I feel a very kindness with him at the same time. So he's a mixture of an intelligent man. I feel. He would. I feel he could wear his heart on his sleeve too with this, because I feel that I can be honest with people, you know, and sometimes his honesty is not always appreciated, because I think he tells the truth, and people don't always want to hear the truth. You know what I mean?
Sometimes, yes.
I sense with him that he was very much has encouraged you to become a career person in your life too. I feel he's a man that would want you to get on. You know, he believes strongly in ambition and having a go. And even though one sometimes fails in life, you always pick yourself up again. And this is the quality that you have, that even when things get difficult, you'll always pull it back somehow.
Yeah.
Gives me the sense that he's saying that you have a mercurial sort of mind, that you can see opportunities in things that others can't. So you can spot things. You're very quick thinker, and have to work very fast with what you do Like you have to spot an opportunity, go for it, take opportunities when they come.
Yeah.
He I'm asking about his passing conditions, and I feel he had a number of illnesses at the same time, because I get the sense that I had stomach conditions and I think I've got blood pressure conditions at the same time, as if I've suffered a bit over a long period of time with illnesses that didn't necessarily always take me, but I get a bit red in the face is the feeling I get with him, you know, so he would get flushed, and he'd get palpitations with this, I feel. But he also had lower stomach conditions too, so I've got the two things at the same time. So he had a bit of a hard struggle with his health towards the end, is what I'm getting, because it would have been a long period. And he was kind of one that tried to avoid the doctors too. I don't feel he's a great person that would rush to the doctor every time he feels ill. He'd leave it and leave it and leave it, and everybody would nag him before he'd go to the doctor, you know. I'm a bit like that, you know, but I sense that's how he would have been with that. Very good with words. I feel I could write. I've got good verbal skills, and written and spoken. But very good. His writing would be very precise, very clear type of writing. It would be instructive as well, I feel. I sense also there's something about, you wrote him a note when he died. Would I be right in saying that? There was a note put with him. I don't know where it's come. I think it's come from you directly.
Yeah, there's a few things. I wouldn't say I actually wrote.
There's something at the end where there's a note and there's something in it written about something like an insect, a butterfly, something like that. Something like that.
No.
Did someone in the family do that, or there's something about the butterfly? Or it might even be a dragonfly or something like that. No. It doesn't make sense. Or ask around. It might make sense later though. It might come. Someone else might mention something about that. You're not thinking about moving home, are you?
I was thinking about it.
Okay, because he's talking about the plans were afoot, or are afoot, I thought. And if you've put it on postpone, I think you're going to plan it again and not that far ahead. I just get the feeling that there's a need to want to do that, right? And it's as if where you are is expensive for what you get, right? That's the feeling I get. I think you could get more for your money away from where you are, right?
Yeah.
I'm not saying you're going to move miles away, but I just sense that in a particularly expensive location at the moment for what you've got to show for it. I don't know if they're redeveloping around you as well, because I get the feeling there's going to be some redevelopments in your area. Okay, and it's changing the whole vibration of the place. He had a good mind for things like property speculation and things like that. He'd be very good with anything to do with property, and I think he made a few good moves in his life with that too, you know. And I'm seeing something like a record collection. Did he have a very big record collection? There's something about actual LPs and records like that might still be around.
Yeah, it wasn't massive, but there was some around that we found when he died. Yeah.
Okay, because he sort of something about, so that makes some sense there then. And I don't know if he lost some teeth just here. There was a gap in his teeth on one side of the mouth, right? Yeah. Not quite on the front, but if he opened his mouth too far, you could see them. That's the feeling I get. And he's talking about Christmas time. He was quite fun. He could be quite fun at Christmas time, pulling jokes on people. I get, you know, blowing blowers and things like that. He could behave like a child at Christmas, he's saying to me. There's a side of him that could come out. And he gives me also, he shows me happy Christmases, but he also gives me sadness near that time of year. So I don't know if somebody passed at that time, if he passed or someone close in the family has passed right near Christmas.
He passed at Christmas, and then there was someone else very close to me that passed at Christmas. At
Christmas, well. So he's given happiness at Christmas to compensate. You know, he's saying, don't be sad every Christmas. because he's acting. See him as acting the fool like he used to sometimes at Christmas time, and know he's with you then. Yeah. And rotten Christmas, those 2 Christmases. But he's saying, don't make every Christmas like that, right?
No.
And I'm seeing an old-fashioned car that he had. It looks a bit like a Morris Minor in its shape, but it's not quite a Morris Minor. It's a sort of curved sort of shaped car. It's an odd-looking car because it's curved almost like a crescent shape to it. Does that make any sense?
No, he had a few old cars. The Vauxhall Viva was the most poignant one. He liked
to keep an older car even when he was older. Could I say, because he had a love of classical cars?
No, he moved on from that, but he spent most of his time trying to fix his cars.
Okay.
They always go wrong.
I wouldn't have thought he did it very well somehow. I just get the feeling that...
I don't think he did.
No, I get the feeling he's not a practical man. He's more of a man, he's good at telling other people what to do, but when it comes to hands-on things, I think he messes things up.
Yeah.
So, and also one other thing, I don't know if you lost a cat recently, or somebody's lost a cat come into the spirit side recently.
Not a cat. I've not had cats.
Okay, so you've lost an animal, lost a pet recently, have we? Or somebody's talking about something. I thought I saw a cat.
I've lost a cat, but that may be...
That you have, pal, yeah?
Yes,
just recently.
Not so long ago. A very close cat.
Okay, very recently. So that might have just come in where I've still got a bit of a link left with you. But I'm going to pass the love on, Wendy, from him. Let him know he's around you very much. And I get a sense of him of being very proud of you, not being a proud man, but being very proud of you and how you keep on. Everybody says to you, no, you can't do it. And the more people say no, the more you get on. So he feels he wants to say no. That way you'll do more. If you see what I mean. But
probably say well now.
he says it. I think in your business and things, I think you've got to watch out for bad payers and things. But you'll get through. You'll get through it, and you get good and bad. But I feel you're going much more upmarket. Big contract I sense he's trying to talk about here with a corporate organisation. It's a good one. So he's saying, and don't put all your eggs in one basket. Spread it, he says. Okay.
Fantastic.
Okay, and I just wanted to say I can sense the cat around me because it would crawl crawl all over your body all the time. This one would do.
All the time.
Yeah, because I just sense it's you're not a little bit allergic to him, even, are you? Because I want to itch.
No, but I used to wake up and just
covered with the cat hair. Okay.
Yeah.
He sleeps on your face. That's it. So when you lay down, that's why I wanted to say it crawls all over your body.
Yes.
Okay. I just sensed that there. I just felt that was that gentleman.
Food, but lived here.
Okay. It's not yours. Okay.
No.
Sneaks in through the window.
I get the neighbours' cats all the time.
Okay. All right. So that's what I'm getting so far. I'm not sure who else we got here. I think I've just got. I can't see. Right. I'm going to come to Derek there. Can you hear me, Derek?
I can hear you, Craig.
Okay. Are both your parents in spirit?
No, my mother died 2003.
Could I say your mum gives me the feeling of being quite a strong sort of lady?
In some ways.
A little bit stubborn.
In some ways.
And I get the sense with her, when it came to passing to spirit, she fought hard not to go. That's the feeling I get. She's fighting hard.
I wasn't there at the time.
Was she? Did she have quite a religious side to her?
Slightly, yeah, slightly.
And did she also have, towards as she got older too? Can I say she had a little bit of trouble with her mental faculties?
I'm not sure. I was I didn't see her for probably 10 years before she died.
Okay.
You know, we didn't get on well.
Okay, but this is where I think I felt the awkward, stubborn, awkward,
Yeah.
and the religious side a little bit of opinionated in some respects,
Yeah.
Your dad's still with us, but has your dad been not too well, can I say?
As far as I know, he's fine. I saw him last year when I was in the UK.
Okay, I just sense because I know about your father, because I know you. He's Scottish, isn't he? So I know about your dad. I know. I was to say that. I don't want to give you something that's not. I only have to give things that I don't know. Yeah, I know. I'm just sensing with your mother on spirit side that it was quite difficult with your mum. And I sense with her that, like I said, I get the feeling with her a lady that could be quite difficult. It's like once she's made her mind up about something, she's very hard to budge, stubborn to the core is the feeling I feel with her. And I sense that she's one, she would never say sorry in life. I feel that once she's made some decision in life, she never says sorry. And although there's a sense that obviously there's been some difficulties between the two of you in life, I feel that she's trying in the spirit side, because the spirit, when they go to the spirit side, they see things in a different way. I think she's beginning to see that a lot of the error was hers as well. You were both as bad as each other in some ways, I've got to say, because you're both stubborn. But I felt that she was she was quite hard to reconnect with. And she did things despite what people thought, And I don't know if this was something that she remarried or something, and there was a relationship break with your father at some point. I feel as if it was...
They got divorced a long time ago, back in the 70s.
Yeah, and she was quite hard at that time, I've got to say. But she was a softer woman underneath. She was a young woman, different situation. But when she became older, she became like a different person to you.
Yeah,
and I feel she's
kind of quite angry after the divorce.
Yeah, it was difficult and messy in a lot of respects.
Yeah.
And I'm feeling that she's trying in the spirit to at least build a bridge of some sort with you again. A forgiveness, because you didn't really forgive her, because I feel she was very hard on your father, is my feeling,
Yeah.
And he took it hard, where she kind of went off and met other people and things, and it was much harder. But my feeling with her is that she's kind of trying to give a feeling of, that she's forgiving. She's trying to forgive. There was a lot of difficulties in her life. I feel that she had quite a hard childhood as well.
Yeah.
And she carried a bit of a grudge because of it.
Dirt poor background.
Yeah, and she carried a bit of a grudge because of it. Like she's trying to overachieve. But she comes with a lot of a sense of forgiveness from her. A sense of, as if we come round again in life, and if we reincarnate again in life, she'll almost like do the opposite. It's like in her soul knows that she's going to have to do the opposite in the next time round. Right? I don't know what she's meaning by that. And it's as if I felt that you knew her in a previous life, And did she suffer from very bad tinnitus?
Not as far as I know, so but like I say, for the last 10 years of her life, we didn't have any contact.
Okay. Well, I'm going to pass her love on to you, because she's trying to show a sort of start to build a bridge, and I feel she's sending her thoughts to your father too, because she feels she gave him a much harder time than she should have done. And he's struggling hard at the moment to get through his life, really. He feels very isolated in some parts of his soul, I feel. But I feel that he's quite a strong man underneath it all. But he tries to be too strong sometimes for his own good. And I think I just feel you're going to connect again within a year. I feel within a year you'll be back. You'll be seeing him again within a year, I want to say.
Okay, that's good.
All right? I'll have to leave it there now, because I'm beginning to feel a little bit drained from it. But I hope that was interesting for you.
Yeah, good.
Okay. All right. Well, that was an interesting experiment. It was a bit fiddly getting it all started. But I'm going to try to do these regularly. So I've got you all on my contact list. So if you want to come again next Monday, hopefully I'll put it on my website at psychics.co.uk/events, and I'll announce the next one I do. But hopefully I should be able to do this Monday coming too.
One thing I'll say, Craig, is there is a sort of chat room that you can bring up on the right-hand side.
Right.
And there's a message there from somebody called Kate Hockaday.
Okay.
And it says, not sure of the message.
Oh, I can see it now, yes. Sorry.
There are a few of us that are not seeing or hearing anything. We are all in chat. If you happen to decide to do another demo, those of us who need to practice using Skype will do so before the next demo.
Okay, I see it now. I'll put a message in there to them. It's popped up on the side. I was so busy talking to you, I missed that. But yeah.
Yeah, well, I had to click to bring it up. I didn't even see it till I clicked in the right place.
I know. They hide all the buttons nowadays, don't they? So you can't find anything. Because I was hoping to see a chat bar at the bottom that we could all sort of just ask questions, and it'd been easier and to work. But anyway, I'm going to call it.
You can bring up that chat thing on the right-hand side. Yeah. You click in the right place.
I'll just put a thing in the.
Yes, it says show I am.
Show I am. Yeah, that's it.
Yes, on the bottom right-hand corner. Do you have it, Greg?
Yeah, got it. I've just got your message. We'll do another next week. Let them see. Okay, guys. Thank you very much for supporting this. And if you'd like to come again, I'd like to do these regularly.
Thank you very much, and look forward to it, Greg. And really interesting. Really nice.
Okay. Sorry. I don't know how to turn it off. I'm going to try to turn it off.
Okay.
See you soon.
Have a good evening.
Yeah, and you.
Bye
Bye then.
Bye.